Today discuss Section 84 of Income Tax Act 2025. Section 84 is about capital gain on compulsory acquisition of lands and buildings not to be charged in certain cases. I am Kurian TC, Chartered Accountant. In the case of an assessee who has capital gain arising from compulsory acquisition under any law of a capital asset being land or building or any right in land or buildings forming part of an industrial undertaking belonging to him, which was used by the assessee for industrial or business purposes preceding 2 years before the compulsory acquisition. In this case, he will be eligible for exemption from the taxation of capital gain. We will verify what are the conditions to be satisfied for claiming exemption or to avoid the taxation of this capital gain. Clause B of subsection 1 says, if the assessee has received the proceeds from the compulsory acquisition of the land or building which was part of industrial or business undertaking, he must have purchased another land, building, or right in land or building for the re-establishment or relocation of the industrial undertaking. Then he will be eligible for the exemption. Within 3 years, he must purchase this property with new asset for establishing the industrial undertaking. Then he will be eligible for the exemption. Further, in this case, the taxation will be as per the following subsections. The subclause 1 of subsection 1b says, if the cost of new asset exceeds the capital gain, then the capital gain shall not be only the excess will be charged to tax. That means if the capital gain exceeds the new asset, only the excess shall be charged under section 67. And further, if the assessee transfers the new asset within 3 years, then the cost of acquisition shall be nil. The subclause 2 to this subsection is if the capital gain is equal or less than the cost of new asset, no capital gain shall be charged under section 67. In the previous clause, it was if exceeds, the difference will be taxed. If it does not exceed, as per clause 2, it will not be charged under section 67. And if the assessee transfers this new asset within a period of 3 years, the cost of acquisition shall be reduced by the amount of capital gain. Only the balance shall be the cost of acquisition for the new asset. The subsection 2 of section 84 is if the capital gain referred to in subsection is not utilized by the assessee to purchase the new asset before filing the income tax return, then he has another option. He can utilize the amount by depositing in a scheme of specified bank or institution which as approved by the central government. Still, he can claim the exemption. And the deposit must be made before the date of filing income tax return. So, and the proof of deposit shall be submitted along with the income tax return. In this way, also the assessee can claim exemption from the taxation. Subsection 3 is the assessee can utilize both options for claiming the exemption. He can purchase the land or building for the industrial use, and the balance he can utilize by depositing to the specified bank or banking institution as per the central government scheme. So he can claim exemption in both ways. So the both amounts, the cost of purchase and deposit amount shall be the investment in new asset for the purpose of section 84. Subsection 4 is if the assessee is not utilizing the full amount as per subsection 1, then the unutilized portion shall be liable for taxation under section 67 on expiry of 3 years from the date of transfer. So the taxation will arise only at this point of time, and he can withdraw the unutilized amount in accordance with the scheme referred to in subsection 2. So this taxation shall arise after 3 years if he has deposited in the amount in specified bank account and is not utilized for the establishment of the industrial unit or by purchasing the land or building for that purpose. Then only the taxation will arise. Thank you.